Hello and welcome back to Dragonfall. We are assaulting the Hartfeld Manor and we have this elevator to go through. So, here we go. It is weird to have that big gate and just absolutely no way to get through it. The lab below. After making your way across the manor grounds, you find the servants' entrance open and the immediate interior clear of any resistance. You find the elevator that you used during your prior escape, waiting patiently for your arrival. It shudders to life now, ready to carry you down into the facility below, to the place where Monica met Apex and the world turned upside down, where this whole thing began. All right. Well, that's an interesting thing to have vision on for some reason, but okay. Said no immediate resistance, so I'm trusting. As you step into the room, you find yourself standing in a charnel house. There are fresh corpses spread across the floor, and the metal tiles are smeared with blood. Looks like Apex did what it promised. Blitz's eyes are locked on one of the splayed open corpses. He swallows. Yeah, looks that way. Sweeping your gaze across the room, you see a variety of terminals, all displaying error messages. Whatever security Apex provided, it's offline now, leaving the machines unlocked and unprotected. It probably won't stay quiet here for long. We should keep moving. This is just rude. Not just yet. There could be valuable intel in here, and we don't even know how big this facility is. We should sweep the area for clues before pushing forward. Alright, fine. We'll search the room, but let's do it quickly, yeah? I don't want to get stuck in here again. Yeah, I don't feel like it's really addressing the potential, PTSD and general trauma of being back in the place where one of your closest friends died. Or for that matter, inspecting the thing that killed her. Although the access port has been replaced, black scorch marks still mar the surface of the Matrix access panel. This is where Monica jacked in, where she met Apex. I still can't believe that she's gone, boss. Me neither. Wow, that's an underwhelming lack of dialogue. Let's see, what's up with this terminal? Panacea Project Terminal. The screen on the terminal flickers off and on, displaying a flashing error code. Error blah blah blah. Primary security offline. Error. Access doors are floodlights. Please engage LTG, your designated air duct. Admin access granted. Press any key to continue. Press a key. You press a key at random and the screen begins to flash. A piezoelectric beeper buried somewhere deep inside of the terminal plays a series of chirps, and the system reboots itself. Then, when the screen comes alive again, it is filled with text. Welcome, Administrator. Please select from the following options. That's all here. So, open the entry labeled Hyperthermophile Studies. The information in this entry is impossibly dense. It would take you a week and a stack of scientific journals to fully decipher. Well, apparently we would need biotech to do that. Search for clues as to what the entry is about. To your untrained eye, most of the text on the screen is nonsense. You catch a few words here and there, but for the most part, you're lost. From what little you can pick up, it looks as though this lab was studying animals that thrive in extremely hot environments. For what purpose, you cannot say. Open the entry labeled Artificial Lymphocytes and Monoclonal Antibody Production. Hold on. We don't have karma to spend. It would be a lot of karma I would need to spend anyway, but... You open the entry and the screen fills with pages worth of scientific jargon. Search the entry. Most of what's written in this report is completely foreign to you, but from what you can piece together, it looks as though scientists here are working on developing a sort of artificial immune cell, Something sturdy and self-replicating that is capable of pumping out antibodies on command. Why they'd be doing it is beyond you. Open the entry labeled Hermetic Techniques for Slowing Radioactive Decay. Attempt to read the entry. You pore through the entry for several minutes before giving up. The metamagical terminology in use here is far too dense for a non-mage to understand. The only clue that you're left with is the title of the entry. Apparently they're using magic to extend the half-life of radioactive isotopes. Why they're doing it, you cannot say. Open the entry labeled Panacea Recent Development Notes. Surprisingly, this entry is relatively easy to read. Skimming it over, you discover that the scientists here have been working on a variety of additional tweaks to a project called Panacea. Apparently, a batch of artificial lymphocytes developed for the project has recently been bound with an airborne RNA virus. The resulting microorganism is as infectious as the flu and exhibits broadband capability to jump species barriers. Well, this is prescient. The notes also discuss the bioagent Doom and the resident scientists' efforts to deconstruct it. It appears as though they are attempting to improve upon the formula in some way. There is a moment of silence as the group absorbs everything that you've just read. I don't like the looks of this, Alice. I don't like it at all. Gloria, do you have any insights about any of this? A few. I think that Panacea is a sort of delivery system for Doom. It's a virus, airborne and highly infectious, and it can produce Doom antibodies on command. But the radioactive payload of the Doom antibodies is stable somehow, dormant. The magical research is over my head, so I don't know how that ties in. All of this makes me feel extremely uneasy, Alice. Doom is dangerous enough on its own. I don't like the idea of Valclair tinkering with it. Blitz, any thoughts? I think that we're wasting our time talking about this, Chief. Who cares what this Drek is supposed to do? As long as we stop it, that's all that matters in the end. I'm hoping Dietrich will have some insight. I would be disappointed if he doesn't either. Dietrich, did any of this that make any sense to you? I only caught a little of it, the magical research stuff, and most of that was over my head. I don't really go in for hermetic theory, boss. Makes my eyes glaze over every time. From what I could understand, it looks like the mages here have found a way to stabilize radioactive material. I guess that you could use something like that for a lot of things. It's pretty open-ended. But something tells me that I'm not going to like whatever Valclair is doing with it. I'm very disappointed that I cannot... I don't have the intelligence to do this. And Dietrich, who should have fairly high intelligence. He should have quite high intelligence. She should have an intelligence of at minimum 5, right? Because of what we were talking about before with the spell level, and I believe intelligence is tied to spell level. Hold on. Oh, well. Oh, wait, no. It's... Oh, that's weird. Okay. No, it's decking. All right. Well, then I'm disappointed that Blitz is such a shit. Blitz has honestly become kind of a disappointing character. Bringing more problems and more problems than we had before. And while his utility as a decker is very useful and important, it makes me wish I had... My feeling on this is that if I had played as a mage decker and dropped Blitz in favor, or like left Blitz at the camp and brought Iger instead, that it would probably have been a better team comp and a more constructive one. And Iger's not here, so she can't say anything. Yeah, I don't know. The necessity of a decker really makes me feel like I should be playing decker in these games to avoid being shackled to somebody else. Most of the other things are like, skill checks, but they're not critical. decking is so critical in a world that it feels kind of cruel to tie it to a character you may or may not want to otherwise bring. He's really crap at combat, too. Whatever's going on here, we have more important things to do than stand around talking about it. Let's keep moving. Well, I'm not totally sure I agree with that analysis, but I think it's important to know what you're getting yourself into. But message flashes onto this status panel at your approach. Apex. This estate is littered with the detritus of my former life, mechanical appendages that I have outgrown. I have instructed these devices to ignore you and slaughter my former captors, a small token of my appreciation for your assistance. Well, cool. Thanks. I'm glad I don't have to fight these things. Error. Apex control entity set to attack allies. I don't feel like that's an error. It's just a reprogramming. Oh, well. Nice. Handy. All right. Is it just these three? I guess there's a bunch of other rooms. Okay. Where's the save? This is only half? And this is not cover at all. Okay. Let's prioritize Glory moving in to combat and distract. Let's burn Adrenal Pump. And let's mess this guy up. All right. That's a lot less armor all of a sudden. That's great. Dietrich, you only have 1 AP left. This is not cover. Oh, that is cover. It's just fiddly. Blitz, if you would flush this guy. Great. And then I never use this, so let's make this guy easier to hit. Alice, you're going to get into some kind of cover. And then I want you to ruin this guy. Nice. Okay. 1 down. Blitz is still wounded from the prior combat, right? Or, wait a minute. Is it? No, yeah, it is Blitz. Okay. They both only have 1. I mean, this isn't cover, but they can't hit what they can't see, so it is movement into the room, so it's something. Nice. All right. Alice, give me a haste on yourself, which should be net +1. No. Yeah? Wait a minute. Oh. Did I don't know that I knew that. I either didn't know that or forgot. You can speed cast things for a health penalty? Is that true for mage spells too? I don't know. No, I want to get in there anyway. Oh, this was a mistake, because now... No, I still have enough to heal. Okay. Blitz, can you finish this person? Let's see. Let's put you here, and then that should flank them, and also... Yeah, okay, easy. We will reload since your gun holds no bullets. And Glory, I would like you to remove more armor. I'm not sure whether I should kill this guy or not, because I am... Well, I don't know if we're waiting on more people to enter the battle, you know? I'm worried about killing him too early. Really? Why did both of those miss? Why is he so hard to hit? Is my aim not... Oh. My aim is not improved, but still. Oh, that's not what I meant to do anyway, but... Here, Glory, you finish him, please. Oh, no, that's the end of combat. Huh. Definitely expected those other rooms to open up. Okay. Well, when we come back, we'll look through these rooms and move on to the next ones. See you guys then.